All right, in 3, 2.
Suck it in.
Here we are once again, Real People, Real Life, Wichita, Kansas,
America!
And yes, okay, we have Addie with us, our favorite local
Addie
artist.
Wise.
Hey Addie, and of
Hi.
course Miss Fossa and Randy. You've probably seen Randy on a lot of TV, a lot of everything lately.
She's been
rescued.
popular.
Yeah, well, we'll kind of let you tell us a little bit about that first, and
Okay.
we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, so one of my main things that I do for a living is dogs. That's what I do. Dogs. I do dog training, daycare, boarding, and I own All Dogs Bark and Play.
Right.
And then I actually affiliate that with Beauties and Beast Rescue.
Right.
So I use the daycare boarding to help
With that.
with the rescue.
All goes together.
That's right. We get lots of dogs coming in. Some of them need training. Some of them just need a place to crash for a little while we're
Right.
trying to find them placement. And we won't always even keep these dogs. I use this also as a transport. I have
Okay.
dogs that I transport out to Colorado, to Nebraska. I love
Cool.
sending my dogs north. The farther north, the
Yeah.
better. Less people means less dogs.
Oh.
So there's less people there, so there's less dogs. So I love sending them. If I could just,
Send more,
have
yeah.
a semi, load them up, send them there, I'd be so happy.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be. I will do it one day.
Well, I was gonna say,
will
yeah,
get there
hold
one
on,
day.
yeah, that'll happen.
It will happen
Yeah.
because I think you eventually run out of room in your own city, and that's what happens.
I think that's kind of maybe part of our problem here.
It's a huge part of our problem is
Well,
the
controlling
overpopulation.
it, yeah.
Overpopulation. I mean, and it's not always for money. A lot of it is for money, but I meet people all the time that go, "Oh my God, my friend's got a husky, and I've got this pit and." Pit huskies, we should make this will be so cute. And this is the way their mind thinks. And unfortunately, that means that you're gonna have 10 puppies, and out of those 10 puppies, here's the numbers, and it's sickening. 10 puppies means that 3 of them get forever homes. The other 7 wind up dead or in shelters.
Now that's sad.
Yeah, and if they're winding up in a shelter, out of those 7, we don't know if they've been abused,
Right.
if they've been neglected, if they've been beat, discarded, thrown away. I always feel like I would get used to the things I see.
Never.
I still get surprised. I still would go, how could you do that? What would make you want to do that? What
still
drives
don't
you
get
for that? I don't either. And I don't think I ever will.
No, I don't think anybody.
No, I
So-
can't understand it either, and I really hope people aren't becoming, used to that action, because we really shouldn't get used to seeing animals being mistreated.
Right.
I agree.
No, and I think that the majority of the population isn't immune to it. But, one of the things I got to rock back on again is education. Okay, so my mom teaches me how to clean something. Right? She says this is how you clean it. Right? This is the best way to clean it. That's how I've learned. So this is how I'm going to clean it for the rest of my life. Well, if your mom says your dog lives on a chain in the backyard and it doesn't need a dog house and it doesn't need a coat, and as long as you feed it, it's fine.
It's all good. No.
That's what they've learned. So that they've learned this, the cycle continues. So education's key,
Right.
which is another thing that Beauties and Beasts is really stepping up and going into.
Hi, guys.
You'll kind of see the guy walking behind us, Gus. He's actually one of my teaching dogs. He goes into schools and stuff with me and helps educate kids.
That's awesome.
On how cool dogs can be. People don't even know some of the things dogs can learn.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the smartest dogs in the world are actually border collies, and
They really are.
they hold hundreds of commands, guys. They know hundreds of words.
Right.
So dogs can be whatever you want them to be. Be it good, be it bad. So if we educate the kids, hopefully it'll get better. That's
Because the behavior that we really want to instill is that they're going to be part of your family, and you wouldn't leave your
Exactly.
family member in the
Right.
yard tied with no shelter.
I think that would be one of the big things to do is to take somebody that has left their dog on a chain, and I'm not talking thin chains, I'm talking big chains.
and leave them on a chain.
outside.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey,
I'm serious.
I'll even let you wear
How
your
quick
coat.
will you decide that's not a good
That's
condition?
not a good life.
Yeah.
How many days can you sit out there? And I see people take them and put them in the very, very back square of the yard,
Yeah.
far away from the house.
I might even have one at that point.
At that point,
You're
I
just
just
keeping it prisoner.
Well, I just want to knock on the door. I mean, I will go to Sutherland's or another store, and I'll buy you a dog statue.
Right?
You give me your dog.
Hey, there you go.
You don't
You
have
can
to feed
send
her
that
with a chain on it. I mean,
out.
you don't have to worry about feeding her on it because that's what you're leaving.
Right.
You have a yard ornament.
That's right.
Dogs are not yard ornaments. They
That's
were
right.
never meant to be yard ornaments. They are
Companions.
they're a man's best friend for a reason. I think they're more women's best friends, but they're here for a reason. So
Yeah.
if we try to educate these people, maybe we'll see some
Some improvements.
improvements.
And there's a lot of people that just don't know, and there's the fear of the medical bills.
Yep.
You know, and there's a lot of things you can do to prevent those.
Absolutely. You know, there's common medical problems, and it pits, and I know a lot of people have pits. Allergies. I get a lot of dogs with bald bats.
They
and
do have bad allergies.
bad allergies. So a couple of medicines you can give right off the bat: Benadryl. You can give a dog Benadryl. Okay.
I would have never known
Do
that one.
that
Yep.
one time for a friend's dog.
How do
because
you know how
he ate
much?
something and
You can always look this stuff up online. They always give you
wish I would've known that.
usually a rule of thumb. One pill is usually good for about 25 pounds. Okay, so 50 pounds would be about two pills. You go up and over. You can give it to him twice a day. You can give him one pill in the morning, one pill at night. It's going to stop your itching. There's no reason to let your dog itch its skin
Yeah,
off.
What are some other skin condition meds that are on here?
On here, some other skin condition meds off the top. What else is on here?
I know they're
You know,
foods.
there's pain stuff like the aspirin. You give dogs, because sometimes they'll itch it so bad that it is painful.
Right.
The reason to leave them in pain, you can give them that.
for my dog for arthritis.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask
and
about.
you
You
don't,
said buffered aspirin.
yeah, buffered aspirin or
Which
baby
is
aspirin.
baby
aspirin. Okay, so it's real simple. You can give that to them. It doesn't hurt them. Another common thing that you see is upset stomachs, diarrhea. That can easily and very quickly lead to a dehydrated dog.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to take your dog in to be hospitalized. That's
expensive.
That's expensive,
Very
guys.
expensive.
So you can easily pull a dog's skin up on the back of the neck. If the skin slaps right back down, it's good. You're hydrated. If the skin stays up, you're getting dehydrated.
Okay.
So you want to give them something to help with nausea, diarrhea, Pepto-Bismol. You can also give them Imodium for that. That's going to salt them up. And another one that's actually not on here that isn't even a medication is pumpkin. Pumpkin and sweet
Really?
potatoes.
Somebody came
Will help
Yes.
with stomach upset.
Upset stomachs, guys. Yes. And it can go both ways. If your dog is actually constipated, you can give it to him, or if your dog is loose, you can
Pumpkin?
give pumpkin or sweet potatoes.
Is that right?
That's right. So another thing that people run into, the dog has bad gas.
Well,
There's
and
gas.
pit bulls are famous.
Yes, for bombs. I call them bombs. They're not bombs on us,
Yeah.
guys.
Green fog bombs.
Gas X.
Really?
You can give it to them. You throw it their food, they eat it, it's down, you're good to go. Yeah,
That's
so
howdy.
simple. Hydrocortisone is another for skin. So if your dog gets irritated skin, you can
Rub it on there.
hydrocortisone on them.
Can
Make
I
it
just
not
say,
itch a
I
little.
swear by A&D ointment.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I had
my
so much
favorite.
of that from like tattoos and stuff, and then I just started like my dog got a hot spot or something, and I just started slicking
Yep.
it on there, and it works for
It helps
everything.
clean
Is that the same as
Yeah.
bag balm?
Bag balm does have good qualities too. Fly strike is a huge thing. People leave their dogs outside. Fly strike is when the flies eat the tips of their ears.
Oh.
I have seen bloody mauled messes in the summer.
Okay.
You can coat bag balm or Vaseline on it, and that keeps the flies off of them, guys. There's
There's no reason.
No reason
There's
to
no
leave them
reason.
sitting out there
Leave
letting it
them sitting out
happen.
there with
Okay.
flies.
Now, there's this virus that goes around just like with kids with
Yes.
dogs.
Yes.
And I see that Robitussin's on here.
Robitussin. And it's pretty common in Wichita right now. It's called kennel cough.
Right.
You get your dog a Bordetella vaccine, which covers about 70% of
About how much do those run?
Bordetella. If you can actually do it yourself, you don't have to be a veterinarian to do it. It runs about $9 that way. You can also pick it up at your you can go to like Atwood, CW Feeds, or you can go into your vet. Your vet will probably charge you about $20. Okay, so it's not too bad at all.
So, and these are all over the counter or in your
medicine.
grocery store.
Another big one, guys. If your dog ingests something and actually is at the risk of getting
a blockage or
let's say it eats a sock. You see it eats a sock. Okay, you can give a tablespoon of peroxide per 10 pounds. It'll
Really?
cause the dog to vomit and puke it back up. Really soft.
does that work
soft
for a
things.
human?
Probably so. I would imagine.
I mean, not
Does that work
socks,
for you?
but
So, I mean, if you eat a sock, I would.
if I eat a
If you eat a
sock,
sock, I'm worried about you, okay?
I would make sure it's a
I'm
clean sock,
really
okay?
hungry these days. Okay, now along with over-the-counter medicines,
Yep.
there are a lot of things that you can do to keep your dog from becoming ill.
Absolutely.
Feeding them human foods.
Yes, a lot of people like to, especially like Thanksgiving, Christmas times. They're like, yeah.
Well, and plus it's a bonding thing. I'm
That's
not gonna
right.
lie, I've used it as like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and
you
I'm
know.
sure somebody's been sitting there, and all of a sudden their dog knocks over the beer and it starts drinking it. They're like, oh my dog, it's my beer. That's
He's
not
just
good."
like me.
Just like me, right? That's a no-no.
Big time no-no.
Alcohol is
beer.
not bad for dogs. It can actually cause a coma, death, or intoxication. And an intoxicated dog can act just kind of like an intoxicated person.
And maybe bite
Stupid.
when
Make a
not
bad
out of
call.
character.
That's
Act out
right.
of character.
Avocados.
I
very
love
bad.
them.
They
Me
do.
too.
Vomiting, diarrhea, bad, which comes back and leads to dehydration,
Dehydration.
which you're going to be taking
Yeah.
your dog to the vet, spending some
Right.
money. Raisins or anything like it. Kidney failure. Really mess with the kidney. And in big amounts can cause serious
Really?
issues, guys. So you don't want to be feeding them that. Cooked bones, stomach
Now this one
lacerations.
really shocked me. Because I mean, I always
understand
remember my
chicken
grandma
bones and
pulling
fish
the bone
bones.
out of the pot and giving it
Yep.
to the dog after she cooked something, and I am guilty myself of
Yep.
giving them to the neighborhood
So
dogs.
certain bones are worse than others, especially like chicken bones.
Yeah.
They actually will they shred, they splinter off, and they can get stuck in the throat.
You should never give them
No.
chicken bones or
Cook-
turkey
boiled,
bones.
Boiled cooking, or well, turkey dressing and turkey, like the fat off turkey is actually bad for dogs too. People want to give their dogs turkey. If you give them the meat, you're okay, but the actual juice and dressing, the fat
do
content
it.
is so high, it's not good for dogs.
Oh,
it
I
can
thought
actually
you should
cause
mix
issues.
that with dog food that they
And people
love.
do it because we want to spoil them, right?
I
But it can
know.
cause serious issues. Okay.
Okay.
Walnuts and macadamias, bad.
This is
Nervous system,
adding up
muscle
to no
damage.
cookies.
Yes,
Yeah.
cookies. Onions and garlic. You don't think about those things. You make a
Really?
meal, you want to
Oh,
give your dog a
no.
little bit, and it's bad for them. Seriously bad. Blood cell
What does it
damage.
do?
Blood cell damage and anemia. And a way to check if a dog is anemic, you lift up its lip. You can actually push on its gum, and if it changes color quickly, then you're good.
Okay.
Now, if it's white and doesn't change color, your dog's anemic.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's something to really watch out for. Probably should see a vet. There's a reason that your dog is anemic.
Okay.
Dairy. Everybody's like ice cream. Love it.
Yeah,
Love
ice
it.
cream and milk. Don't do it.
It's rough. Causes
Yeah.
severe diarrhea, guys. Grapes, right along with raisins, same thing. Kidney failure, leave it alone. Mushrooms are also bad. They can cause
Death.
shock and death. Okay, no mushrooms for your dog. Fatty foods. This goes into
Is
that
this
turkey
the mushrooms
dressing.
that grow outside as well?
Yeah, those aren't good either.
Oh,
so
keep
you gotta
those
stop
out of
them.
your yard.
Fatty foods. This is about pancreatitis. I'm talking about turkey dressing.
Yeah,
okay?
it was back to that dressing. and
Bad
all
stomach
that.
issues. You don't want to do that to your dog. Caffeine, vomiting, diarrhea. You do not want your dog to drink coffee with you. Don't do it.
Don't do that ever.
Xylitol. Most people don't know this. It's in gum. It can actually kill your dog. So don't be leaving your gum around because it can easily eat it. Cause death.
Flavored.
Chocolate is toxic to the heart, nervous system, and it can cause death.
That's the one I think everybody
And it's
knows
Large
now.
amounts of chocolate is what it actually is. And medications. Keep your medications up, guys, because
kidding.
not all dogs can take every medication, and
Right.
you can kill your dog. Quick and simple.
I know I
Okay?
need to take a real quick break. I had a giant dog that I had a bowl of M&Ms on the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she was able to reach a lot higher than I thought she could, and she got him. Thank God she's okay. But so we're gonna get right back here with Randy and Andy. No, Andy's not with us. I did this morning.
Addie.
Addie,
with
Randy,
Andy's,
Andy, that was
Randy's,
so
Addie.
fun this morning. We have way too much fun. We're back at Real Life. Let's talk Kansas, America.
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 Okay, good. Sorry.
I tried to let you get
You're
it.
saying.